Hi, I'm Janet Longcourt, and this is Fall 2023. I would like to share an eye diagram with you today and tell you a little about the structures found on it. This is a cross-section of the eye. It is an oval which is elongated horizontally, with the cornea being the structure to the far right and the optic nerve being the structure to the far left. An interesting fact about eyes is that only 1/6 of the eyeball is exposed to the outside world. Okay, we're going to start with the cornea, which is located right here. The cornea is the front transparent part of the outer protective layer of the eye. Its bulging curvature provides the major refraction of the eye. Next, we have the conjunctiva. Come up here. The conjunctiva is the clear membrane that covers the sclera and also lines the inner portion of the eyelids. Next, we have the canal schlemm, located here and represented by this little dot. Aqueous from the anterior chamber flows through the trabecular meshwork as it travels to the canal schlemm, which is a collection canal. It delivers aqueous to the venous system of the body. The trabecular meshwork is a filtration band circling and adjacent to the outer rim of the iris, where aqueous fluid flows through it before it enters the venous system by way of the canal of Schlemm. Next, we're going to talk about the iris. Here it is located on both sides. The iris is the colored portion of the eye. It can be brown, green, blue, or hazel, and it contains the pupil. It controls the amount of light entering the eye by enlarging or minimizing the size of the pupil. Next, we're going to talk about the lens. Look at it right here. The lens is the resilient, transparent structure in the eye that focuses light by changing its curvature. It provides secondary refraction after the cornea. It's located behind the iris. An interesting fact, too, is the lens gets fatter when we focus it nearer to converge the rays of light to the closer working distance. Also, cataracts or opacities that may be located within the lens. Next, we're going to talk about the pupil. The pupil is the round hole in the center of the iris through which light passes. The pupil ordinarily appears black because there's very little light coming from the dark chamber behind it. The pupil is a hole, and it is not something that you can touch. Next, we have the aqueous humor. This is the watery fluid that fills the anterior chamber of the eye, and it provides some of the nutrition for the surrounding parts. We have suspendatory ligaments here, and these are long, thin fibers. They connect the crystalline lens to the ring of ciliary muscles. The ciliary muscles, okay, down here we have the ciliary body, they control focus. They focus the eyes by causing the lens to change shape. You want to jump up here. This is the ora serrata. This is the area of the inner eye where the retina ends, and the choroid layer of the eye can be seen. The middle of the eye here is going to be called the vitreous humor, a clear jelly-like substance that fills the posterior segment of the eye, and it's behind the lens. Now we're going to skip over to the other side to the optic nerve. And the optic nerve is the bundle of fibers that carry vision-related impulses from the retina to the brain. Here we have the optic disc. It's the head of the optic nerve where ganglion cell axons exit the eye. There are no photoreceptors at the optic disc, and this is the anatomical blind spot of the eye. Here we have the fovea centralis. It's a central portion of the macula, and this area has the highest concentration of cones, and it's only at the fovea that we have 20/20 vision. Next, we have the macula. The macula is a small, thinned-out area of the retina consisting almost exclusively of cone photoreceptor cells, which provide the highest visual acuity. And over here we have the retina. The retina is the inner lining of the back chamber of the eye, which contains the photoreceptors, which are rods and cones that receive light rays. They convert these light rays into electrical impulses, which are relayed to the brain via the optic nerve. Then we have the choroid here, and it's a layer between the retina and the choroid is a layer between the retina and the sclera. It consists primarily of blood vessels, which provide nourishment to the retina. And then lastly, we have the sclera. This is the tough, white, fibrous, outer protective layer of the eye. Thank you for watching.